Welcome to the 100 days journey of the Vanilla Ultimate Minecraft series. I compiled all 5 episodes so far into one full video for you guys. And before we get into it, I know no one's attention span is good enough for a 3-hour video anymore. So I don't expect your undivided attention to this video, but it'd be great if you could just play this video in the background while you're doing homework or doing chores or anything like that. And also, the first episode's audio was a little off, so don't let that deter you from watching this video. It will be fixed shortly through the video. And now that you heard me yap, enjoy the video. And let's go ahead and start off by doing what you do first in every single survival world, and that's getting wood and getting a bed. And guys, if you want me to give you the mod and resource pack list of everything we're using in this world, let me know, and I will give that to you. And also, if there's any mods or resource packs that you see in this video that you don't think I should be using for this because it makes it too OP or anything like that, let me know. Because after all, this series is to give y'all entertainment. Make a crafting table. Let's place it down. Make some sticks. And let's make an axe so we can continue chopping down some trees. This is one of the mods that I'm not quite sure about yet, as you just saw, the tree miner. So if y'all don't like that, let me know. The reason I did it is because it does make it quality of life. It does make my job a lot easier, but it also is kind of realistic when you chop down a tree in real life. You don't just have a floating tree, you know. But again, if y'all don't want that, I'm still on the fence about it, and if y'all don't like it, that would just be the confirmation I need to not use it. So now that we got some wood, let's go ahead, because I have a lot to do and a lot I want to get to in this video. Let's go ahead and speedrun some tools, some iron tools, alright? And we're going to go over to this Mushroom Island to do that. Speaking of Mushroom Island, I did pick this seed. If y'all want the seed, let me know. It's not anything too crazy OP. Like, there's no really crazy structures around or anything. I just picked it because I like the terrain and the area and the seed around it. Here we go. Here's the cave. First iron vein, baby. Let's go. What? Ooh. Ooh, what just happened? It's like bounced off at me. Let's go ahead and gear up. Make some bowls, and if you can guess why, find our way out right here, and we're gonna go get some infinite food. And we head back down. We'll keep that there in inventory spot number 1 if we need to go ahead and switch to that. And we'll make some copper axes. And then we'll make a few copper pickaxes. A copper helmet. We'll make an iron chest plate. Copper boots. And then we'll go ahead and make some leggings, copper leggings. Save the rest of my iron for other stuff. Looks like we've officially reached the area in the world where mushroom islands don't affect the spawn, or lack thereof, spawns of caves. We're at Y11. Okay, nice. Got him. How far does that go? Dang. Well, we'll save that for another day. Alright, let's go ahead and head back up, because I don't really see any more need to stay down here. We have plenty of copper, which is a good early game ore, and then we got plenty of iron if we need it, so. Okay, I see how it is. Good jump. Let's make a good jump here. Yeah, there we go. Third time's the charm. Here we are. I really need to take these torches out of my offhand. Bro. Alright, and we'll go ahead and wait for nighttime. Because I ain't going over there with all the mobs. I am sorry. I know I have armor and all, but I'm not that good at the game, okay? I might as well, while we wait, place these down and cook up some more of our ores. Guys, I pulled a pretty big rookie mistake. I filmed for an hour and a half, and I forgot to turn my mic on. So, but luckily it was a very unproductive hour and a half. What I did was I went looking for sheep. I found this very lovely bed, as you can see, right here. Took me like literally 45 minutes though to find this bed. It was awful. I could not find a single sheep the whole entire time, but we were able to finally get it. And then I also started working on my starter base. I pretty much just have the framework done. It's right in front of me at the moment. And then I also found something really cool that we'll show you in a little bit, but you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait to find out what that thing is. So yeah, I'm going to go out of F5 and we're going to show you what I currently have on my starter house. This is what I have so far. It's not much, like I said, we just have most of the framework, not all of it, but most of the framework done. and we have this little part of the house complete. But other than that, this is all we have, and that's all we did. So I'm really glad that the hour and a half I was filming without my microphone on, I am really glad that that was a very unproductive hour and a half. I've had to go mine trees like 15 times. As a matter of fact, let me go in and show you where I was mining the trees from. I think it was just across this river. Yeah, right over here. Oh, and it just grew. Nice. But yeah, this is where, and I replanted all of them in their exact spots. I replanted the sapling of the same sapling in the exact spot where it was before. But real quick, let's go ahead and grab these. We're here. Might as well just make sure my mic's on. Yeah, I think it is. If it's not, I'm quitting this world. But enough with the yapping. Let's continue with the house. Wait. Okay, I did this wrong. So what I need to do is tear down everything. No survivors. This far edge of this block is supposed to be one block to the right. And this is where it goes. Alright, there's that. Oh, yeah, I think I got it fixed. I think so. So we'll place these back here. And now there. I believe that's right. That snoring never gets old. Boom. Alright. This is what I have so far. I have pretty much what we had before. And then I have this staircase. Staircase area isn't completely finished, but it's just a few details that are left to be added. And as you see, I have a boat in my hand. And we're going to use this boat to get to the Mushroom Island a lot faster. And if you haven't noticed, I need food, and that's why we're going up here, so. While we're here, I might as well show you what I found, because it is on this island. If we walk over this way, you can see in the distance, ooh, that was almost bad, but you can see in the distance, this, the Nether portal. I found this, and you know what? I'm just going to show you the clip. It doesn't have audio, as you know, but I'll show you the clip of me getting this. I mean, I might as well take these. Low key. Oops. My OCD got the best of me. A year ago, this would be a flex, having 2 lodestones as the corners. Okay. I eat, and I don't have torches in my hand. So I think I'm fine from placing it. So I think I'm fine. Okay. I don't know, I can't even speak. That's how dumbfounded I am. Let me just eat, and let's not scroll to torches again. Now that we got this, I'm gonna get the rest of the walls done. One right there, one right there, and one up here. So we got the walls done. All the walls are done that are made out of birch. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks very ugly, but it's gonna get there. Trust me. Trust the process. And you might be saying, all the walls aren't done. There's holes everywhere, and the bottom doesn't even have anything. Now, these are windows. These are going to be windows. Everything that's open inside of the birch are going to be windows. So this is the window, this is the window, this is the window, that's the window, that's the window, those two are windows, and then there's one on the other side of this wall. That's a window. But this down here, these walls are going to be andesite textured walls. It's kind of going to be like the walls we have now with birch, but it's going to be a mix between normal andesite and polished andesite. That being said, obviously, not in my inventory and not in the chest, we don't have andesite. So we need to go get some, and I'm going to do that at the Mushroom Island. Andesite. Yeah, I might have gotten slightly carried away with that. We got plenty of andesite though. We got 2 stacks and 23 andesite, which will be more than enough for that. Bro. Oh. I'm just flying around in free cam, and I find this. Yo, there's so much ore. Oh, I'm 100% building something with this. Building my own mine shaft and leaving all the ores unless they're diamonds. Now that we got that, and for now, we'll place a torch here. Same with here. Oh, forgot a wall. See how it looks? Nice. Also, doing this, I did that for one singular stair. Yep, one. A single stair. I'm not a fan of how that looks. Flip that around. That looks decent. And that looks good. Yeah, I like that, I like that. So basically, every door you come across, if it's inverted like this, you'll see that you're going into the house more. Same with this, you're going down into the, well, this, whatever you call it. And then here, same thing. Door inverted means you're going into the house. And now the part I dread. The roof. Mic still on? Yep. I'm not joking you when I say I've checked my mic like 15 times. 7 oak stairs. And 7 logs is not going to be enough, so we need to go chop down some more trees. Alright, 32. Half a stack should be enough. Or how did I hit all the way over here? I just threw it. It slides! I don't know what mod does that. But whatever it is, I am never playing without it ever again. Oh, that was so cool. I don't know why I'm freaking out over an egg texture that doesn't even do anything, but it's so cool. You can't tell me that that's not the coolest thing you've ever seen. Also, sand. We need sand for the windows, so... Alright, let's just get this over with. Time to build a roof. But real quick, let's get all these windows in. And then we'll officially be at the home stretch. Nah, that's not it. Dang it. It's coming towards me. Oh crap. Baby zombie. And then we can finish that part of the roof. And then from there, we do the same thing we did right here. A simple, normal roof design. So close to done with the roof. Please be enough. This should be exactly enough. And boom. There we go. The outline of the roof is done, and that means we only have one more thing before we move on to a new project in this world. And the starter house is complete. Alright, that's that. And we need to get one more thing. As you see, this obviously isn't done. The roof's missing. Well, most of the roof. We still have the outline of the roof. But the inside of the roof, the main part of the roof, is not going to be oak. It's going to be deep slate to give it a little bit of a darker color and just break up the contrast that the oak and the birch already has. And it'll just make the build look a ton better. And now we haven't been down to deep slate level. And we're going to go to our trusty cave and see how far down we can get. Actually, real quick, let's go resupply on food. And now the deepest we've been, as you know, is right around this corner. But we should be able to find a way to get down lower. Let's try this way first. And I do need more coal, so while I'm here, I'm going to grab this coal. Some lava over here. And right here, there is deep slate. It's good. Down here. So it ends right at deep slate. We'll take it. Let's get like, we'll say 2 stacks of this. Maybe a little bit more. And then we'll call it a day after that and head back up to finish our house. Oh, I look away to close my door because my dog barges in here and opened the door. And I look back at the screen and I'm just slowly floating away. Hello? There you go. Diamonds. Huh. Look at that. But I don't have a iron pickaxe. I could make one. I have enough for a furnace. Enough for... Yeah, I can make a crafting table, then I can make a furnace, and I can smelt this iron and some iron that is up here. And then we can use a crafting table. Do we do it? We might as well. Let's give me a second. Let's almost, and there's 3 sticks and stones. May break your bones. Isn't an iron pick. Sticks and iron may break diamonds, and when you pick the diamonds up, you get an advancement. Alright. Come on, break. No, give back. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, we make a door. I hear mobs. I don't know, but we'll mine this first. Alright, pick up the diamonds. Boom. Diamonds. First diamonds of the series, baby, come on. And it will be the first of many. I can promise you that. Since we have 2 more doors, we can go ahead and continue down this. I don't see any more diamonds. We have 1 more door. Diamonds. Yes, sir. Let's go. I think we reached the end of the tunnel. Yep. Alright. Came for deep slate. Got 6 diamonds in the process. And keep mining some deep slate, because can't forget what we came here for. Alright. Got 2 stacks and 25. That will be, or should be, plenty. And I'm really excited for this build, because I normally am not the type to build in like a birch palette or anything like that. I'm more of a spruce, oak, sometimes dark oak guy, but I don't really do birch a lot. And it took me a while to get some options in my head, but I did use one picture of an actual Minecraft build that I like added on to it. It's a tiny little hut area in the front. I used the shape of the house for. I didn't use the house itself. The block palette's totally different, but I just used the shape of the house for it. Alright, let me look up how to craft these. Deep slate. And for these, I think. These. How do I craft this? I craft this by 4 polished. I craft 4 polished by that. That is too much work. I'm going to just build a stone cutter. The stone cutter might be one of the best blocks in the game. Yo, this UI is crazy. Oh, that's crazy. This is my favorite UI. They need to put this in Minecraft. Yo, look at above. Look above right here. Like in this way when I cut it. Look. Particles fly off. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Okay, we are gonna need slabs, oak slabs. We already have 3 in here, but we are gonna need more, and we are almost out of oak. That's not gonna be enough. Let's see if I can finesse an extra slab or 2, or 3, using this. I know I have slabs over here. Yes, I can. Break that. Not that, not that. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Able to salvage 3 extra slabs, and that could be the difference in my sanity. And I should probably tell you that I do not have mob griefing on. I turned mob griefing off. So like that creeper in the journey map straight ahead somewhere, if I went up to it and let it explode, it would obviously still hurt, but it would not make any holes. Okay, almost done. Boom and boom. Done with that. Boom, 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 boom. Why am I saying boom? We have just enough. We have one last boom. 3, 2, 1. Boom. It is finished. The house in all its glory. Anyways, we can remove these temporary blocks. The exterior essentially is done. We still have a few detail things to do, but the structure itself of the house is done. And I'm gonna stop yapping and let's go finish the house. And now it is done. I spent a little bit getting everything tidied up and get it looking good and get all the details finished of our starter house. Now I'm going to take you along so we can look at all of the things that we did to finish up our starter house. First off, as you see, we have lanterns. We have a chain and lantern right here and right here, just to break up the plainness right there a little bit. Same with here. We have 2 lanterns right there. So we have those 4 lanterns, and let's go in here. Starting in here, we didn't do much in here. We just put this lantern right here. But if you come in here to the tiny little house in the front, we have our furnace room. This is where I plan on doing all like the smelting and furnace stuff. Have a chest right here, nothing in it. But yeah, this will be like the blacksmith and workshop type room. I don't plan on leaving it like this. This is very plain. It just doesn't look that good. But for now, this is what we have here. And not much to see, so we're going to go up to the top floor. Actually, before we go up to the top floor, we're going to show you back here real quick. Right here, this garden plot. I need to put some blocks leading up to it to get it spread to grass. But it's a little garden plot out here in the back. We can put some flowers on, put whatever on, and just to break up the plainness of the back. Now if we walk up here to the main part of the house, we open the door and you're met with a crafting area. We have 3 chests and 2 barrels. Chest, I have everything in here right now. We will eventually organize it. And I don't have anything else in these other 3 containers. And at the top, we have our not full blocks. We have the anvil, we have the stone cutter, and then eventually when I get one, we'll put right here a brewing stand. And then right behind us, we have this painting. It's not what I meant to do. And we got that, and then right here, we have our bed. Let's go ahead and use it real quick. And then there's that, and I use shelves to like give it a frame. Just breaks it up a little bit. If you were to remove these shelves, it would just kind of look out of place, but the shelves make it look like, you know, it's part of the house and it's not just a random bed someone placed down. And then right here at the head of our bed, we have an item frame with our very first ever pickaxe. Let's go to the nether. The portal is right up here. Yes, right here. So without any more wait, let's hop in to the nether. Here we go. Here we are. This is our nether spawn. Nothing too crazy, but let's go ahead and make my little portal hut. But there's our little nether hut. Fancy, I know. Fanciest thing I've ever made. The detail on this is crazy. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started exploring. What? We're figuring out what this is. Is it... He's coming from here. What is this? Is this the Yellowstone of the Nether? Oh, it broke. Run. Okay, that was not good. I'm looking here on the journey map. I see a warped forest and crimson forest up here. I don't see anything of interest, really, but we'll have to keep exploring. They're gonna be waiting for me. Yep. Oh, piglin. Hold up. Ah, that isn't good, is it? So I came all the way here for nothing. I wanted to get some gold armor so I didn't have to deal with piglins, but that's not happening, so... Alright, back in the nether. Since I already aggroed the piglins, I might as well just go ahead and mine this up. Trying to see... I don't think there's a fortress anywhere around here. Nope. I want to make a helmet with the gold instead of a pair of boots. So we're gonna wait until we get one more. You can get warped forest. Probably not the smartest place for me to go, but we're going anyway. But what is this? There we go. It's doing it again. This is really cool. Ooh, that was almost bad. 9 damage? 4 damage? No. Is gold really that bad? I mean, I knew they were bad, but I didn't think they were that bad. So it looks like we're kind of in a rough spot. We're pretty high up with not much to go to. This one's fire. Oh, yeah, there's warped. So let's just make our way this way and just see what we can get ourselves into. I keep doing that. I didn't even look at the coords for my portal. I just need to remember it's somewhere in that area. I would really like a fortress. That'd be great. Alright, we've reached the warped forest. Still no sign of any structures or anything like that. Oh, there's one. So there's another portal over here. Nether portal. Did I just say nether portal? A fortress, excuse me. And there's actually one here too. Oh, there's a bastion over here too. This is right next to our portal too. I think this is a treasure bastion too, because this is the lava in a treasure bastion. And what was that screech I just heard? Did you hear that? Because this is the lava. It is pretty far away, but I mean, I don't see anywhere else we'd go. It's probably the same distance from this to this, or from here to here and here to there. So we might as well just keep going to this one. Okay, how are we gonna get down? I also don't want them the same color. Let me change this. Red? Yeah, red. So the fortress that way, bastion that way. We're not too far out from this one. And then real quick, also make a waypoint there, because I don't want to lose my portal. Ooh, okay, nope, not good. Here we are. Look at this purple, like, glow. That's really cool. And how is the fortress supported on one... no, it's not. I'm about to say, it's supported on one single block. Oh. Ooh. Don't die. Only have 2 food left. What am I supposed to do about that? How many wither skeletons are there? I'm so glad I just put these blocks here. Nothing down this way. So we block it off. There's a blaze. How do you see me? How do you see me? And just like that, we have 1 food left. Ooh. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh no. One heart. Oh my gosh, that is not okay. Don't get hit by the blaze. Alright, change of plans. We're going back home. Not permanently, but we need to get food. And a more reliable source of food. Some bread or maybe some steak or something. Right here. Glad I put that there. I would have totally missed this tunnel. Food. Yes, they do drop steak. Well, not steak. I have to cook the meat to make steak. But they do drop beef. put this stuff away. We won't need to really get into leather for a while. We have plenty of it. Alright, got the furnaces all cooking up, cooking all of our steak. So, we just sit here and wait. Alright, now that we have that, we can actually go back to the nether. Trying to think if there's anything else we may need. The only thing I can... Never mind, I got it. I was about to go back before making new tools, and that would have been... That would have just been bad. 3 of these. At some point, we really need to make a dock. Because we go from here to here so many times. We just need a dock. Make it more official. But that will be on the project list for another day because we need to continue exploring the nether. Now the problem is trying to find how I got to where I got. I think we were down there, but how did we get down there? We are definitely not where we're supposed to be. Yes, what I thought. Here. I found it, guys. 3 years later, I found it. What are you doing here? What? Why were you down here, my guy? Come on. I literally just got here. Are you that excited to see me? Ow. Come here, come here. I believe. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Okay. Into fire. Let's go. Brewing stand. We can make that now. We'll continue going this way because it seems like the path of least resistance. Did I aggro an Enderman? I don't think so. Okay. Well, alright. Let's keep going. Just keep swimming. So nothing this way. I swear if I do that one more time. There's always something trying to aggravate me. Last episode, it was me placing torches every time I eat. This episode, it's going to be me replacing my offhand. Can I have one normal Minecraft play session that doesn't drive me insane? And I should know the answer to that. It's no, obviously. Wither skellies. Oh. Oh, he is a parkour pro. Alright. This is taking too long. Full send. To nothing? Really? Bro got nothing on me, bro. They think they could take me out and think again. I'm the best Minecraft player in town. Oh. Alright, we're gonna bypass you. Oh, blaze spawner. Yes. Let's take a step back real quick. Okay. Look at me dodge, bro. No. Alright, let's just go this way. A lovely nothing. Nope, still too much. Over here we go. This should be like the area where you find chests. Never worked. So now, I like to find a few chests, maybe get some loot. And then, other than that, a few blaze rods maybe, just to have a good supply on hand for whatever we may need them for. And then after that, I think we're good to go back to the overworld. Because I don't plan on getting all the stuff right now to beat the Ender Dragon. That's not what I'm doing. We're just exploring and getting some resources. And as I say that, chest. First chest. Okay. Not anything special, but it seems to me we're getting close to the end of the fortress, or exploring all of it, because that's the goal, is to explore the whole entire fortress. What are you doing, my guy? Two more chests. Yes! Diamonds, let's go. 3 diamonds, that's amazing. We need to get more blocks. Wither skeletons aren't hard to fight if you're prepared. If you're not prepared, they're gonna be a nightmare and most likely kill you. By you, I mean me, because you probably are better at Minecraft than me. Oh no. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. I was trying to shield. Run. Oh, there's another one. Okay, nice. Why is everything breaking on me? This is not the time. Diamond horse armor, nice. 2 more diamonds, let's go. And another dead end. Let me get this stuff though. We're gonna use it as the stuff we put in the corridors to keep wither skeletons from getting to me. We'll also use this wood right here. Another nether wart room. It's fine, just gold. We'll take the gold for sure. We probably wouldn't be here without gold. Because if I didn't get gold to make a gold helmet, I probably would not have made it here before dying. Alright, do not try to shield. It's not going to work. Haha. We do have more to explore. Yes, bro. I don't know why I got so excited. Come on, give me more diamonds. Okay, yeah. Our luck was gonna run out eventually. And then now we're back up here. Explored all of this. 7 blaze rods. Let's get a few more. I'd like to get to 10 blaze rods maybe. There's double spawner. Yo, this would be amazing for a farm. They're right next to each other. Oop. Hi. I was not ready for you. Not that I'm not ready. I cannot take on multiple right now because of my shield. Oh no. That's cool. It warned me what my durability was. No, too much. Let's just head back. Alright, just head back. Ignore the mobs. Alright. This way. Yep. I would have missed it again if it wasn't for those andesite blocks. Alright, and I remember when I got here, on the way back to the fortress, I told myself I have to go directly right. I think it's this way. Just looking for this staircase. I think it's around here. Here, I remember this. I remember this. Now, where's the staircase? Here's this. This is... I put that here last time. Here it is. Alright, let's just please, please, please make it back alive. Almost home. Nope. Bye. Run. Come on. Almost there. Almost. Get me back to the overworld. Home, sweet home. Finally, we are home. And we made it out pretty much unscathed. I'm gonna be honest, I fully expected to die at least once, but probably 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure whether it's a miracle or skill. Probably venture to say it's a miracle. But either way, we're back. And we're putting all of that nether stuff behind us. We're moving on from the nether. But first, I don't have enough inventory room, so let me, real quick, organize this stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and now the chests are fully organized. In here we have, well, it's just all the junk I have that doesn't really have a spot, and then the 2 things that do have a spot is here. I have all my tools and armor, and then in here I have all my ores. Probably will expand into my valuables chest. But for now, we're poor and don't have much. That's valuable. So, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and make a few of these. And since we have plenty of diamonds, we can make myself a diamond pickaxe. And this will be our first thing we put in the valuables chest. That's not an ore. I don't have any use for it for now, so I'm going to leave it in this chest because I don't want to risk losing it, considering we have very limited diamonds at the moment. And I want to do one more thing. Let's grab those, and let's go hunting for a horse. Let's make my way over to the plains biome over here. I went over here briefly during the time I was looking for a sheep when my mic wasn't on in the last video. And there was also nothing of interest in the plains either, so. Horse. We have multiple to try out. Oh, wow. Wow, there's a lot. I'm not sure this actually works. Don't sue me for this. I'm gonna punch all of them and see how fast they run away. And I'm not sure if that works to see how fast they are. He looks pretty quick. Okay, him up there. He looks pretty quick too. No. I think him up here. Him, her, I don't know. I think you might be the fastest. I'm not sure if that was the one. You do seem really fast. Love me already. No. There we go. See how fast you are. Pretty fast. I'm satisfied with him. Let's take him back to the house. We are back home. What do you think of it, horsey? 1 through 10. Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that real quick? No? Okay. Well, this is where you're living anyway. You see in my hardball here, I have a brewing stand. I said, in this final spot above the crafting area, we are going to add a brewing stand. I made it a little bit ago, but my mic was being weird and not connecting to OBS, which is the recording software I use. But we got it fixed, so now we can place it down. And boom, now the house is, or this part of the house is finished. I have no use for the brewing stand at the moment, but eventually we'll end up using it. We're going to do a little bit more building, and I think I want to build something right in this little area here. Alright, I know what we're going to do now, but I'm going to go ahead and make another shovel, because we're going to need to do terraforming, because for this build, we need the ground perfectly flat. The build won't work if the ground is not flat, so let's go and make 2 of these. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Some of my resource packs weren't loaded. The leaves one, that made the leaves more bushy, that wasn't loaded. The glowing ores wasn't. A new one I installed for totems wasn't, but we won't be able to see that in a while. And then one I just downloaded for the sun and moon. Let's see if it works. It does. A cube, sun and moon. It's about to be nighttime, so we'll see what the moon looks like too. And I guess we'll just get chopping. Or digging, not chopping yet. This is painful, and I've only been doing this for like 3 minutes. Actually, probably more like 1 or 2, not even 3. I haven't got string yet. That's interesting. Apparently I haven't gotten string. All those recipes popped up. And at first I didn't think anything about it, but then I realized you only get new recipes when you get a new item or block. I always tell myself that I'm not going to do much terraforming in my worlds, but I always end up doing way too much terraforming. In some worlds, I have double chest upon double chest of dirt from just terraforming. I do have a big terraforming project planned though. Not quite sure how near this project will be. I'll give you a little hint and you can guess with this information, but the terraforming project is going to be on the Mushroom Island. Alright, this is what we have so far. I have broken all of my copper shovels. And a matter of fact, we're going to put all our dirt in here. All our dirt and cobblestone, we'll put right in here. Oh, yo, look at this sun just setting. There it goes. There it is. Look at it, it's so cool. That is a cool moon for sure. Anyways, let's sleep. And let's go back to terraforming, but I'm not going to make you sit through it, so I'll see you when it's all done. Alright, we are back, and this is what we have. I think that it was somewhere around here, and we had to dig all this out. I tried to make it as smooth and nice and natural looking as possible, going up this hill, but without pushing this hill all the way back over there. And also, while we're here, I don't think you've seen this. I found it when my mic was off in the first episode. It's just lava pool. We don't really have a use for it right now because the only thing I can think of using a lava pool for is obviously lava, yes, but making obsidian for our nether portal. Maybe we can use it when we want an enchantment table, but for now there's no use for it. And then now we can start chopping down the trees. Okay, I think we're ready to start building. I don't see anything else that we need to do before. I take that back. Every time I say something, like I'm not sure what to do next, or if there's anything else needed to be done, I always remember something right after that. And good news, we have plenty of birch, because birch is going to be used a lot in this build, because it's the same block palette as this house. But we will need a lot more oak. But that's a problem for another day. We also are going to need some andesite. We have 31 polished andesite, which should be enough, but we're going to need some normal andesite. We had plenty, but then I used all of it last episode in the nether fortress. And we're coming back to the great cave once again. Back at the andesite mine. I did not think I would be back here anytime soon, but here we are. Alright, now for planning. I have a rough draft of what I want to do in my head. And by rough draft, I mean a very blurred picture. I want to keep it like the same style and block palette as this. So to do that, I want to start off with 2 or 3 blocks high at the bottom being andesite. How long do I want it? Including, I want probably 3. 1, 2, 3. For length, do we like this? Yeah, I think I like that. And in this way, we don't want as much as we did here. Probably like, do an odd number. Because of the roof type, we need an odd number. So probably 7. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So I think all the way around, we'll start with 2 blocks high. Now walking up, do we want to move it? I do want to put some like animal pens and stuff. So I want room over here for that. But the question is, can we afford to move it over more? I think the answer to that question is yes. But I'm going to not do that because there's already a lot of space over here on this side. And we don't want to push it too far on this side. Now, I'm not sure exactly how big this is going to be, but for now, we're going to leave it just too high because when I build, the thing that ends up being built, it's always slightly smaller than what I have in my head. So what I have in my head, probably it could work with 3 blocks high, but 2 blocks would be sufficient for that, and then it will probably be smaller than what it is probably. I don't know, I can't speak, so we're just gonna go mine trees. Alright, 57, and then the few we have at the house should be enough. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not, because I was just thinking about the pillars, and that's probably the only thing we'll need it for, but we're also going to need it for the outline of the roof. Same thing as when we made this house. There's a lot of creepers over here. Let's fight. Boom. Skill. Where's my third? Haha. Oh, you think you could kill me. Oh, but how you are wrong. Ooh, that was too close for comfort. Okay. Now, if I haven't told you already, what we're doing is we're going to be building a barn. So I want to do like the classic barn style. So I'm going to do the classic barn style type walls. 1, 2, 3. Now, with this being 7, or it's 9 technically. So we should actually be 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Let's try a Neo. Here we go. Nope. I don't think I've ever done a Neo. I might have done it on Bedrock Edition before, because I haven't played that much Java Edition. Okay, one more try. Ooh. Okay, stop getting sidetracked. So yeah, so we'll do this on all the other, well, the rest of the wall. Alright, see how it looks. It looks like goggles. Did I missed a whole section. Hold up. Imagine just sleeping with just holding a piece of a tree, you know? Alright, let's see it. Come over here. And we'll probably clear out a little path from our house to here, just to make it tie into the aesthetic and the base a little bit more, instead of it just being 2 builds next to each other. One thing that makes worlds look a lot better is just tying it all together. If you have a world with a bunch of builds, if you build right, it'll look good, but it will look better if you just tie the whole thing together with paths, details, some farms, just really anything to fill space will make it look good. And we will do that, but first we have to build. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any higher of a doorway than that. If we do, we'll chop it down. Speaking of doorway, let me go ahead and do that. Do we get one more? Hold up. Actually, I have an idea. Remove these. That. And that. And then put these on the side. Yeah, I like it. Probably one more here. But we'll do that eventually. Kind of looks like a face. Low-key like a creeper face. The eyes and then the mouth. But like if a creeper was trying to eat, so it opened its mouth. I just had a pretty big scare. I looked down at my adapter for my mic that's on my computer, and the light that tells you if it's connected or not was blinking. And when it's blinking, it means that it's not connected. And I was like, oh, did I forget to turn my mic on again? I was just hoping to death that it just died. It did just die. And luckily, I just went back and watched the footage. I'm not sure when it died, but it died in the past minute and a half. So nothing was done in that minute. It looks better, but it kind of looks like now a creeper with its eyes crossed out with X's. Put the rest of these in. Now the next thing I could think of to make this not look like a creeper face is maybe like, what do you call those things? Shutters, I think is what you call them. Like some shutters maybe. So let's go grab some stuff for that. Why are trapdoors so expensive? Slabs are bigger, but yet they're cheaper and you get more out of them. You have to use 6 planks for 2 trapdoors. And look how tiny these things are. And then you have to use only 3 planks for slabs. And look how big they are compared to the trapdoor. It makes no sense. It should be switched, the recipes. Yeah, I like it. It definitely breaks up the creeper face. Alright, now let's get started on the roof. While I'm at it, this just reminded me, the grass spreading to this block. I said I'd do this in the first episode, and I still haven't done it, and I probably won't do it again for a while if I don't do it now. So just do that. And while we're building this, it should spread to that. Okay, maybe it's... I want it like a rounded roof shape rather than the normal roof shape we have on the house. So we'll try first with just slabs. But let's see. Not bad, actually. That's actually not bad. I think I like that. Okay, what? Okay, good to know. Tree miner doesn't work the best with big trees. It like left the whole tree that I was trying to mine and destroyed the whole one next to it. I'm about to destroy this whole forest, aren't I? Oh my gosh, I did. We're sleeping with a tree in my hand again. And now there's a tree in my house. Nice. From here it looks fine, but from coming up the hill it don't look very good, the roof shape. Alright, got the top support beam done. And let's try something else with the roof. It looked fine until I got to look at it from further away, and then I fall. Yep. It looked fine until I got farther away, and we added the support beams to it. So stair, and then we'd go up with slabs. Let's test it out and see how it looks. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I feel like we need like a slightly in between the last one and this one, but I think that's gonna have to work. Pillagers. How many arrows I got? I got 6. It's only 3. It's only 3. Shield. No shield? Oh well. We die, we die. Hit him from below. How about y'all don't spawn in water again? Ew! Don't drown! Bro, you're a terrible shot, my guy. Are you even gonna shoot? Okay. Bye-bye. No arrows. That's like the only reason I did that. Actually, not really. It didn't really cross my mind until I decided to fight them anyway. Banner. Hold on, let's grab the banner. Leaf litter, we don't need you. Take this as a sign. Take this as a sign to never mess with me. For the roof we're doing, we don't need all this beam here. We do need it for here and there, but not for the sides because it will be covered up. Actually, not just covered up, it will be in the way of our roof. Yeah, these 3 blocks right here already make it look better. I'm glad we decided to change the roof to make it higher. Now for the last thing we'll need, we need deep slate. Of course. Why did I have to use all of that stuff in the last episode? Let's just get this over with. I didn't bring a pickaxe. Well, another pickaxe. Oh well. We'll use what we have left of this iron one, and then if that's not enough, I might cry myself to sleep tonight. But hey, you live and you learn. Yeah, that's not anywhere close to enough. It's almost broken. It's about to be painfully slow, and by painful, I mean the most painful thing I have ever done to myself in Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you in about 3 years. Alright, we are back. We got 2 stacks, and now we'll go ahead and make the stairs, and then the slabs. Alright, and now we start to exit the ugly phase of this build. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and start placing. Not much to say. We're just building a roof. I say, do the montage. Do it. Alright guys, the roof is done. Well, mostly done, but up here is fully complete. From anywhere you look from the exterior of it, it will be finished. But then the interior of the roof, I had to put these stairs here, and then up here there's stairs just to make it less of an abrupt curve inside. But I didn't have enough stairs or deep slate to finish off this. So we'll have to go back and get some more deep slate eventually because I used all of my deep slate. Real quick though, this seems like a very abrupt change right here. So is there any way we could like break that up? Maybe like trap doors or something right here? Or maybe some like planter boxes? Or wait, I have a good idea. Remember how I was saying I want to put some like animal pins out here? And that's why I left room? We can kind of use that to our advantage to take away from the just abrupt line you have here. It's not too abrupt, but it still is abrupt, and we need something to take away from it. So what I'm thinking is we have a little section that spans inside and outside. Okay, so we break those. We place these here and here. Okay, that's not it, but that's why I did get this, because I knew that would probably be a problem. And just like that, boom. And we'll have a fence around here and right in here. So like whatever animals or whatever we put in this pen, they have inside to go to when it's raining or snowing, which it doesn't snow in this area of Minecraft, but you get what I'm saying. And then out here, they'll have an outside area for whatever they need that for. That will serve many different purposes, but the main one being taking away from how sharp this and abrupt this, whatever the word I'm trying to think of is, like my brain isn't working. And this other one, I have been meaning to do it. Just put it right there. Alright, now we got that. Now we need the actual pin. Now let's start off. I always do this type of pin in all of my worlds. It's a really aesthetic looking pin. Normally I make it out of spruce, but I think it will work with this block palette too. First off, we do need to go make more fences. So, there. So this, let's check it out from on the roof. It doesn't look bad. It looks a little bulky, but the main angle we're gonna have to have it look good from is coming up here. And I think it works. I think it does. Actually, let me do this. I think that does help it a lot. So I like that. Not only do I think it curves it more, but it also gives more room for whatever details and how many animals we want. Now for this side, we can't really do the same thing because obviously we don't have enough room. So do we do like planter boxes or do we just leave it? We're gonna do planter boxes. Okay. I got different types of trapdoors. I have oak and I have birch. I'm leaning towards birch. Yeah, birch. We'll do this one in the middle, oak, just because I don't have enough birch trapdoors. But no one has to know that. We're just going to let people think that it's because it gives it more detail and it's not all same. Now all I can think of left to do is the interior. We have this side of the exterior done. We have the front done. And then we have this side done. And then the back. I'm not gonna lie, the back kind of looks weird, but it's the back of the build. No one has to see that, alright? So let's get started with the interior. Now, it's not going to be anything too fancy. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it like a normal Minecraft barn where we have fences and pins just all over. It is a pretty small interior for a barn, so they're not going to be very big, and we might have to do some different than normal shapes. So if we want a walkway down the middle, we'll only have this much room for pins, which is basically 2.5 blocks, because this is on the third and only gives us like a third of a block to use. So we might have to like do something, which I think could be cool, but where you have to like weave your way through the different pins and the different stuff you have in the barn, whether it be like hay bales or cauldrons or anything like that. It would kind of make a lot going on in the building, which kind of fits the barn aesthetic and takes your eyes away from just the plain walls we have here. Alright, so let's do this one first. We'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 and then that. Actually, let's give it a little bit more of a not square shape and let's just like do that. And now we can do another one here. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. That. Then maybe... Oh, the glitching. Something like that, maybe? Okay, not bad, not bad. And then right here, we don't have room. Yeah, we don't have room right here, so I guess we'll just put some detail, like just stuff in here. I don't really know. We'll figure that out though. Now for the path, I'm thinking what we do is we'll like curve it through here, come out here to this way maybe. We can have like the entrances of these two here and here, and then it comes out this way. We will need fence gates though. The life of a builder. Using all your iron on iron chains and lanterns. Okay, and then for these pins, we can do like 1 and 2. I don't want to put it here because there's not enough like room, if that makes sense. So let's put it right here in this corner. But for this one, we can go ahead and put that there. I'm so glad fence gates don't remove these like path blocks. Couldn't remember the name of them for a second there. I was like, what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And I think all that's left is detailing. Yeah, let's go. You know what? I don't think we have any hay bales. Composter. Alright, we got 2 composters and a barrel. Let's start off. I know it might seem weird, but let's put the barrels here. And then we'll put the composter like here. I would really like some hay bales right here. One thing you guys should know about me is when I set my mind on something, I'm dead set on that. And I'm dead set on getting hay bales in here. Pillagers, hold up. That's what I was saying though. Possibly the best way to get hay bales in Minecraft is by finding a village and getting the hay bales from there. So, let's go find a village. But real quick though, I do want to go do one more thing before we go and find a village. One of the main reasons I made this barn, believe it or not, is so we could get mushrooms over to our house. Because anytime I want a quick source of food or anything like that, I have to come all the way over here. So, I brought my leads I got in episode 1. I'm not sure if I showed it or not, but we got them in episode 1 from our Wandering Trader. I need to figure out something with these glitches. If you can help me in any way possible to figure out these glitches and why it's doing this, please let me know. Oh my goodness. You're following along. Nice. Welcome. You haven't seen grass, have you? Actually, there is grass over there, yeah. But you haven't seen a lot of this stuff, have you? And now we have an infinite source of food at our disposal. Whenever we need food, we can just come in here and click on these mushrooms with the bowls, and boom, easy food. Is there anything in here that can be used to make dye? The little petals, the petals that you find in this biome can be used for dye. Alright, I think we got our inventory sorted to go on our little expedition for a village. Alright, y'all, I have finished the barn. And we're gonna go check it out at nighttime to let the shaders work. Alright, so you walk out the door and you have the pathway. I made this pathway, just sporadic grass paths. And then I put some oak fences with lanterns on top to give it a little light and just to make the aesthetic and the feel of walking down this path, especially at night, feel so much better. Let's go into cinematic mode. You walk down this path and you see the barn ahead. Uh-oh, hold up. Now that we dealt with him, you keep walking up this path and the barn gets more apparent and you can see more of the barn. And you walk up to the barn and you see you have mushrooms, and then I put some chickens in here. I did not mean to save a screenshot. Oh. Oh! What? Hold up. How did we just do that? 2 out of 3? And then you have this hay bale pile right here with the composter on top. And then you walk in this pen and you have the best animal pen to ever be animal penned. I know that's not a word, but we're making it a word. Now I should show you where I got these hay bales from. I did get them from a village. Let's grab our lovely little horse. He's saying hello to the villagers. Yes, he is. It's not that far away. I ended up going. What is happening to the journey map? Okay, there we go. Now that the journey map's fixed, I ended up coming up here into the plains because I knew that'd probably be where the village would be at. And then I got to about, I think, here in this, either here or like here. Oh, ruin portal. And then I saw on the journey map the village, so I headed over. We're going to head over there real quick. And yeah, here it is up on the horizon. Let's not fall into that hole. Or that one, or that one, or that one. How many holes are here? But I did end up getting villagers. You just saw the villagers. I got villagers, and as you see, this village is right on the coastline. So it was extremely easy to get villagers in a boat, ride them out to sea, and then ride them over to our house. It was extremely easy, and I'm very glad. I've actually never planned on having villagers at our starter encampment over there, but it was just really easy, so I might as well. We might make a little house for a few of them, but we won't do any villager trading halls or anything like that at our starter area. And I looted the village, but there wasn't much. Now that's about all for this village. Also, why are there trees growing on sand? Don't ask me. But I just saw this. So let's just go over here real quick and just see what's in the chest. Alright, here we are. We're approaching the ruined portal. Alright, and let's check out the chest. Yeah, nothing very good. Oh, you can change like the theme. Enforced mansion. That's pretty cool. Ocean monument. I like that too. Pursuit. I think this is the normal one. Yep. Looks the cleanest, probably. Stronghold. Vault. Is this what I think it is? Vault. And it kind of is the colors of Fallout 4, like the Pip-Boy and stuff. Is that it? Vault flat? I think it is. Victorian. That's pretty clean too. I'm gonna be honest. Let me know which one y'all like better. For now, I'm sticking with the Vault because I have played Fallout 4 and I've watched the Fallout TV show. At the time of filming this, it is 2 days ago that the season finale of season 2 dropped, I think. Oh my gosh, the top right looks amazing. It's like my own little Pip-Boy in Minecraft. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about Fallout because this is not Fallout. Kind of leads me into this though. If you want me to play Fallout here on this channel, let me know. It's probably one of the 3 I've been thinking about playing. There's been 3 games I've been thinking about playing, and I'll go ahead and tell you those. And that is obviously Minecraft. We're playing Minecraft, and then Fallout 4, hopefully Fallout 5 when that comes out, if that ever comes out. But it probably won't be a while until it comes out. I think like late 2030, 2031 I think is when it's supposed to be coming out, which is a while. And then Hytale. Hytale is a very similar game to Minecraft, and I've always loved the game because a lot of people say this, and I'm in total agreement with it, that everything that Minecraft needs, Hytale has. And I'm about to die. Now, I'm not saying that Hytale is a better game than Minecraft because of it having a lot of the stuff that Minecraft should implement. I'm definitely not saying that. Even though these two games bear a resemblance to each other, they are still two totally different games in my opinion. But yeah, I've been thinking about playing that, so if you want me to play either of those two games here, let me know and I got you. I have finally been able to download the Fresh Animations mod pack. You can't really have the ultimate vanilla world without Fresh Animations, but I haven't been able to use it because every time I use it, it messes up the mob textures and stuff. But I finally got it, watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Finally able to get it. I had to download 2 other mods, but I just wanted to hop on and see what I could figure out and if I could add some more mods and stuff. And then it led into me trying to fix that, and we finally got it. So we're filming and we're taking a first look. Villagers, hello. Why are you giving me a side eye like that, bro? Yo, the horse too. Does it change anything when I'm writing? That looks kind of weird. We don't gotta pay attention to that though. Wow, that looks amazing. The horse. Let's go to the barn. Let's see what the barn animal's looking like. The chickens blink? They blink. That's not a real Minecraft thing, is it? Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Oh, I also added a new resource pack, Better Crops, and I guess it changed the hay bales too. Oh my goodness. Where has Fresh Animations been all my life? Let's take our horse for a ride. What? Oh. Also, y'all still haven't tried to name my horse. Come on, guys. You're slacking. But all jokes aside, I did kind of expect that y'all not to really comment on it because mainly, well, I literally just started my channel and I have like 2 subscribers. Not really. I have a few more, but barely. But I'll give y'all one more chance. If you comment on any episode, it could be the last one, it could be the first one, it doesn't matter. If you comment... Bro, what? If you comment on any of the episodes what you want the horse to be named, I will choose one of you who does that. And if only one of you do that, then boom, you guys are getting... But as I was saying, if you're the only one who does it, then guess you're a lock for the horse's name. And if no one does that by the end of this episode or a few days after this episode is posted, then I'll just go ahead and name the horse myself. Come on, sheep. We are bringing sheep back to our barn because sheep are nowhere to exist in the birch biome. Where is the lead? Where's the second lead? You know, I kind of need this lead. Oh, what? And we can go ahead and breed you up too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have not been on Minecraft for like a week. From the last clip you saw, the next day after I filmed that clip, I just took a break from Minecraft because between editing and filming, I was on Minecraft or doing something with Minecraft a lot in those 2 or 3 days. And then I was gone for the weekend, so I couldn't do anything then. And then I was tired from being gone for so long, so I took the next day and a half off, and now this evening we are hopping back on. I added a lot more mods and resource packs, but I don't have time to show you and tell you about every single one of them, so we're just going to go through a couple of the mods and resource packs we added. And I really want this rain to just stop, but look at that. And the fish jumping too. That's crazy. I don't know what did that, but... And that's another thing we added. There's birds now. Now, I wasn't going to download this mod. It's something... critters and stuff. I wasn't going to download it at first, but I decided to. Here they are. You can get a little close-up look. But let's go down. Let's go down here, and let's see if it works. It does. You can kind of hear it. Let me turn the volume up a little bit more. Alright, master volume all the way up to 100. Let's listen to this. Listen to this. It echoes. Let's hit something. Is there any mobs around here? Oh, you can hear that. If you're wondering what mod this is the Sound Physics Remastered mod. And look at you with the fresh animations. Oh, and they're going underwater. Muffles it too. That's cool. But yeah, those are just a few of the mods I downloaded. And I also had to download like 5 other FPS boosting mods. Not F3, that's F3. To just get to 100 barely FPS. And it's stupid because like 3 of them I tried, they literally prevented me from opening my game. For the past 3 days, I would have been playing Minecraft, but I literally could not get in because my Minecraft would just not launch with the mod. And then yeah, if I haven't showed you, this mob heads. I added a new mob head data pack. Alright, enough about the mods. Let's get into what we're doing today. The creeper with fresh animations is pretty cool. Come over here, bud. But anyways, what I was planning to do today, and what at this moment we are going to do, so still planning to do it, is we are going to build a mode of transportation, or the hub, and the starting point of the transportation we will take everywhere around this world until we get an elytra. Now, it was either the last episode or episode 2. I think it actually might have been episode 2. But I mentioned that we need a dock here. But any old dock would just be boring. And I've always had the idea to make a Nautilus stable. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I've never seen any Nautilus stable like this. I'm really excited. I looked just to make sure because I was really proud with the design. I looked just to make sure I'm not pretty much copying anyone. Even if I was building something pretty similar to someone else, I still would probably build it because after all, I did design it myself. But I found nothing similar to this, and it probably looks the best out of any Nautilus stables I've ever seen. Now, I don't know how many we're going to build. My goal is to build 2, is to build one here and one over there at the Mushroom Island, mainly because that's where we go back and forth from. But we're going to build at least 1. Now this will probably be a lot quicker than normally when I build because for the first time I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And we are going to like color code, not really color code, but the palette of the block we're going to be doing is going to be related to the biome or the area that we are going to, or that's Nautilus Stables is. Alright, I just got what we need to build this house. Wait, we're not building a house. I'm dumb. Okay. We are building a Nautilus house thing. We got glass because we need a lot of glass for this. And then for this first one we're going to be doing is we're going to be using all birch. And if you're wondering where I got this sand and birch, I got the birch from our tree farm and a little bit of over here. And I got all the sand from right there. If you remember, there was a big old pile of sand just right there. So I flattened that out and yeah, now we're here. Now let's go ahead and start building. Actually, no, not yet. I want to do one more thing that will make this a lot easier to do. This build is going to be underwater, obviously. Nautilus have to be underwater to breathe. And it's kind of the opposite for a player. Do we have string? Yes, we do. I don't think that's enough string. It is just enough string, okay. But players can't breathe underwater. But I have to build it underwater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some water breathing potions. And to make water breathing potions, you have to get pufferfish. So that's what I'm doing here. Because we're not in the biome, we can manually hunt pufferfish. So we have to do it by fishing. So yeah, I guess I'll see you when we get pufferfish. And that is really quick. The second thing we got pufferfish. Wow. And there it is. That was so much quicker than I thought it would be. So now, let's go craft some potions. I need redstone. So I guess we'll just head over to the Mushroom Island. I'm not exactly sure where I would get redstone if I haven't already got redstone, but we'll figure that out because I would really like to make them 8 minutes. I'm gonna fly this way in F4 just to see. I just want to see if there's any redstone that's easily obtainable. Now there is redstone down here. I could just drop down here. You need iron to mine redstone, don't you? I always be doing this, not having the right pickaxes on hand. So I guess we're gonna have to get iron first. I'm not prepared one bit for this. The geode. Oh crap. Oh no. Please leave. Ow. Oh my goodness. Alright, and now I gotta grab enough for a furnace. Enough deep slate, that is, to make a furnace. That's good. Now we grab our crafting table. We make a furnace. We take the furnace, we put the iron in it, and wait for that to smelt. Almost done. And there we are. Now we make an iron pickaxe. Redstone. Might as well grab some of this iron right here. It is also so much scarier that I don't have a shield. And I know there is diamonds right there, but I don't have the patience to go mine those. I want to go home. Mission successful. And let's get those potions made. And now, finally, we can make these 8 minutes. Local brewery. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I need one of these potions to drink it. For these first few placements, we probably won't need them because we'll be right at the surface, able to get air. And this is, I think, exactly where I want it to be. Let me check. Yeah, it's fine right there. So then now we do this. I'm gonna go right here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we are. 1, 2, 3. Just make sure before I start building. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Right? Or is that 4? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nice. I will say, I like this mod and all, whatever this is, but there's too many birds in my opinion. I wanted one where there's just birds like flying around and not very often. So like maybe once every Minecraft day. But they're just everywhere. Eight, 12. we need a lot more. Oh my goodness. Here they are. Haven't showed you this, but it's moths. They build around lanterns at night, and I guess since it was just night, they build around them and like fly around them. That's the coolest thing. That's what I really wanted. I wasn't actually planning on getting the mod that installed that, the birds, and one other thing to do with cobwebs. Tiny little spiders crawl out of them. That's all I know, at least, of the mod. But I wasn't going to get it until I saw that, and I'm like, I have to. It's just amazing. And also, I couldn't find any other bird mods. This is literally the only bird mod that I could find that wasn't interactive birds. Literally just birds to make it feel more alive. Hey Nautilus, I'm building you a home. Don't go far. Alright, now when we get these placed, we have the top section done. It's kind of crazy. I haven't been doing this for very long at all, but like it feels like it's so fast because when designing it, it took a few hours to get it designed. Granted, a few of those hours, I did build 2 in those, one over there, one here. But still, it's already flying by so much faster than when I designed it. And now basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do what we just did here on all the sides. So it's gonna be like a circle. First potion. Gotta make those so we can finish it off right here. I already did it, but here we are. The first part of the Nautilus stables is done, and that's the frame. Oh, he's checking it out. Hi. You're checking it out, aren't you? Come, no, over here. If you come over here and stick around, this will be your new home. Trust me, it's going to be a lot better being in a cramped space than being allowed to roam wherever you want. Actually, one more thing. We have to put these here. But then I believe that. Yes it is. We need more slabs now. And then now we can start placing our glass. First glass place. Now I really need to make sure I don't screw up the placements of these. I don't have silk touch yet. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need more of this. Let's just make sure we don't misclick. And then as I the last one. Well, we are out of sand though, and I'm really debating trying to find a desert. I do know there's a desert somewhere in this area, somewhere around 600 blocks, because I have not told you this yet, but this seed, if you haven't figured this out already, this seed is an all biome seed. This is in the center. There's every single biome around the mushroom island. So yeah, there's a desert somewhere. I think it's gonna be somewhere this way because over here that's a swamp. Actually, I thought there was a savanna over here somewhere, but I might be wrong. See, this is ocean. This is deep cold. This is deep lukewarm, so we have to go this way. Let's go see. Let's just go see if there is a desert. Okay, there's just a dolphin. Imagine, he's still there when we get back. Whoa, this is cool. Windswept savannas are the most stunning biome. Mangrove, beach. I mean, we could just go over there and grab some. Okay, we're gonna go back over there. This seems fine enough. Now let's do some digging. 2 shovels down, we have about 4 stacks once I get the rest of this stuff up. So just under 4 stacks. And there's 4 stacks of sand. Bro, these shaders, just amazing. I love them. What the heck is that? What? What was that? Oh, nah. Nah, bro. My world is haunted. Alright. I promise you guys, I did not put that mod knowingly in my world. And now this is all enclosed, I believe. If you take a look at it from the top, it looks like it. Now we need to do one more thing. We need to grab 2 stacks of dirt, maybe. This should work. If we need to, we can come back. And we need to take these blocks and place them on every single block here in the top 2 blocks. We want water from this block here down, but we don't want it on these top 2 blocks, so we can be in and out of here and not have to worry about getting breath. And now we're almost at the end. And then now all of that's filled up with dirt, and now we just go through and break all of it. Yo, there's a rainbow. Look at it. Alright. And there we are. Connect this to the back. I'm going to remove this sand. Now we just have a few more steps left to do. The first step we have is we have to make some fence gates. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but... And what we got to do here, and we're going to remove this dirt, and we're going to put fence gates. And now we can open these and go in as we please, but we won't have that water flowing. We can open all 4 of those. Actually, also, we do need to remove those, so we can get our Nautilus through there. If those aren't there, we can't get our Nautilus out. And the last thing to do before we get our Nautilus in here is we have this open spot right here, and we need to put all of our glass here. And with a few sand placements here and here to make it look natural, the making and filling of our first bucket, we can waterlog what? Okay, I don't know why it's looking like that. They are waterlogged. We are now finished. Alright, now we can grab some saddles. I only have 1 right now, but thank you, Minecraft. Now you are allowed to craft saddles. All we have to do is fish until we get a handful of puffer fish, and then we can tame a bunch of Nautilus and put them in our Nautilus stable. Man, this looks cool. Just seeing this to the water. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't match the vibe we're going for in the starter area. It kind of feels more like a futuristic, kind of like a train tunnel kind of thing. With this, we're kind of going cozy cottage type vibe. Wow. Now, as I was saying, it doesn't really match the vibe of the cozy cottage core we're going over here, but it's just really cool. And I have a plan on doing this at every point of interest in this world. Because as I said earlier, this world has every biome surrounding this mushroom island. So every single one will be able to have one of these. It's just going to be really cool. Until we get an elytra, that's going to be the way we're traveling around. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking and get to fishing. I'll see you when I have enough pufferfish. I guess I got really lucky with the 2 we got to make the potions. But I did not get any. And part of it's my patience. I don't want to sit there fishing forever. So first things first is we're going to do something that has nothing to do with what we're doing at the moment. And we're going to make a few more chests, and we're going to put them down here. Here we are. I would have done stairs here and there. Would have looked better. But we didn't have enough stairs. I'm just doing this for more storage because literally look at this chest up here. It is completely full. I need a chest sorting mod. If any of y'all have a mod that sorts chests that you use and like and would recommend to me, please let me know because that would be great. That's a good book. That's a good book. Fortune 3 thorns too. I'm gonna use it for Fortune 3. I'm putting that on my pickaxe, my diamond pickaxe. Now we have 6 pufferfish. Let's go and attempt to get as many nautilus as we can. Here's a nautilus. Okay, come up here. Okay, yeah. I like this. And we get you right in here. Boom. Your new home. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another fishing rod. Actually, we don't have enough string. Okay, so what I'm just gonna do is we're just gonna stop. It's gonna take way too long to get the puffer fish. I'll probably do it in between episodes. But what we're gonna do is we are going to start working on the Mushroom Island one. Alright, so for this one, we're gonna do it kind of right here. I mean, we normally take our boat over here, so I feel like it's just gonna be easier. And now we have a few options. We could do mycelium, we have this, then we have this brown stuff, and then we have this white stuff. Mycelium we're gonna knock out, the worst block out of all of them. We're gonna knock out this red one too, because we don't have any bright red wood like this, because we don't have slabs or stairs. We need to use wood for the slabs and stairs. And that leaves us with these. For this, we could use birch or pale oak, and for this, we could use spruce. Now let me know in the comments what you would do, but I've already picked it out and it's going to be this one, and it kind of represents the Mushroom Island more than the other blocks do, because this can be found on all the mushrooms. It's the stem of every single mushroom here, rather than these and these. It's just a certain type of mushroom. So we're going to do that with pale oak stairs and slabs. And then that raises another problem, is we don't know where the pale garden is, but as stated, we have every biome around this Mushroom Island. So if we keep boating, we'll eventually find it. So that's what we're going to do. You can stop by the barn real quick and get some more mushroom stew. Now, I'm going to be honest. I looked at Chunk Base, but I'm kind of glad I did because it's on the exact opposite side of this ring. And we're going to stop right over here to sleep. And there's a trident. Ow. Ow. Stop. What was that? Oh no. Well, we found a monument. Yeah, let's go around that. Get away from that, please. Alright, here's a jungle. And yes, here it is. Let me get some of that coal real quick. Alright. Now, let's be careful. Mobs do spawn in some places here. And a matter of fact, I don't think you need silk touch for these. That throws a wrench in my plans to build this. Alright. Okay. Let's just start chopping down some trees. Let's get... we don't really need much. We're not making much out of this, but I do want to bring back some pale moss. A few saplings, preferably like 8. And then same thing for the dark oak. Preferably like 8 dark oak saplings. Wow. That's some pretty terrain. So we're gonna head back. I know I don't have enough dark oak saplings, but we'll just get some dark oak. But we'll just get some of those. They're back this way. Okay. Alright, we got 8 of each sapling. We have plenty of pale oak wood. Level 30. Alright, we have 2 options for this second Nautilus stables. But we have 2 options. Option 1 is what I planned on doing, is make the one for the Mushroom Island. This is what I probably would do, but we don't have Silk Touch, and we need Silk Touch to get the blocks we need. And 2, what I just came up with, we could make one at the village, because the village is right now the only other point of interest at the moment. Let's do it at the village. Yeah, let's do it at the village. Because in the next episode, we might end up doing some villager stuff. Maybe get some good trades and stuff. And if we can get a Silk Touch Librarian in the next episode, we can make this one too. So yeah, maybe a blessing in disguise. Let me get rid of you guys. I need string. Alright, cool. And now we can go to bed. Bro, I'm like scared to sleep now. I think we're gonna do it out of oak, because I don't think we'll have any need for another oak one at any point. Oh my gosh. What is that? Bro, what is this, bro? No. Bad. Bro, we need to like cleanse this house of some demons, bro. This house got demons like that, bro. What is happening? Okay, here we are. Now, where do I want to put it? We could put it here. It'd be kind of cool though if we put it like in here, like coming out through this. That would be pretty cool. Here, I think over there where we just were might be the best place. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, we got it placed. Now, how does it look? It is touching the ground. I like that, but I think if we do this, I'd want to shave it down at least 1 layer. But right over here, it drops down like 5 blocks. We're probably gonna have to do it here. Hey, don't ask what I did. I definitely did not get bored and spawned a bunch of skeletons and get them all to shoot each other. I mean, yeah, that's probably where it's gonna have to be. Alright, now we're back and ready to start building. For real, this time. Alright, and now when we remove this dirt, and here we are, done. We put these right there, and now we are done with the second one. I am going to remove these blocks real quick, just so the Nautilus don't get stuck on them and drown somehow. And boom. We are now done. I am really proud of how these turned out. Now all that's left is to get some Nautilus. I plan to have a few in each. Yes. I'm back to fishing. Oh, yo, let's go. Can we do it again? It's not doing anything. Oh, only raw cod. Oh crap. My mouse wasn't even in my right hand. I was leaning back, so I couldn't even really reach my table. And I had my mouse in my left hand upside down with my singular pointer finger on the left click and nothing else. My hand was on the keyboard. I was leaning back, so I had to lean up, switch the mouse from my left to right hand, put the mouse on the table, get my finger set up on the keys that they're supposed to be on. Okay, 16 pufferfish. And then all of this, you do not want to know how long. I don't even want to say how long I was fishing. Alright, now that we have our 16 pufferfish, let's just go ahead and swim around until we find a nautilus. Hi. Bro, how did you get all the way down there? Oh, you only took one. I didn't even see that. Let's make a baby nautilus. Baby nautilus? Oh my goodness. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the cutest thing ever. How did you get in here? Bro. Alright, I got our last two saddles, and we are going to take our first trip from this Nautilus stables right here over to the other one. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm holding space and then letting go real quick, and then as soon as I let go, I hold back again. Come right around this corner, and here we are. And just come in here. Boom. And now let's go grab two more Nautilus and put them in there, and then we will officially be done. Not today. That's the second. Yeah, that's the second ocean monument we found today. I think there's more than two in this row. Okay. Well, that's fun. What? I think they must be able to spawn in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put one of them right there, and it should help. And in episode 3, we got these two lovely villagers to our house. And today we're gonna be using these two villagers and probably more. Wait. Okay. Yeah, there they are. Oh, I didn't even realize. But they actually sit down in boats with the fresh animation. Why y'all shaking y'all's heads? And the main reason I want to use villagers today is because, well, I'm pretty much in full copper armor. Oh, also, in the last episode, I did make this Fortune 3. I didn't end up showing it, but I did add the Fortune 3 book we got in the last episode from fishing to this pickaxe. I just pointed at the pickaxe, like you can see where I'm pointing. Alright, let's grab 2 of these. Actually, we need like 7 of them, because we also need to make a blast furnace. First up on the agenda is let's make a smithing table, and then we will grab these, and we will make a blast furnace. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave you there, because I have no knowledge of villagers in Java Edition. I know they behave pretty differently than villagers in Bedrock Edition, and I've never had a long-term world in anything but Bedrock Edition. So let's just go to the village. Look at that. It makes it bigger. But yeah, I just wanted to see about that. I've had that mod downloaded for actually just the whole time. Since the very first episode, that mod has been downloaded. But I just wanted to see, because I haven't tried it out yet, and why not now? There's 3 iron golems. Alright, first things first, let's get 2 villagers. Wait, there's already a toolsmith here. That's actually good. And what I want to do is I'm going to remove that and put that there. Now, you trade stone tools for emeralds. Emeralds. We need emeralds. The best bet, that is, I would say, probably a farmer. Let me get all of this, and let me plant this here. We can harvest it and sell it to the farmers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any iron, and there's 4 iron golems. That is not needed. In loving memory of Iron Golem. Every time I kill an Iron Golem, I will place a poppy near their death spot. And I just put all the composters on the corners of the farmland because I don't like when villagers jump off the composters and land on the farmland. Cat. Oh, I should have brought some of my fish. Oh well, we can do that later. Alright, and I just grabbed 3 wool so we can make another bed. And I replaced all 3 of these garden plots. That one's potatoes, this one's carrots, and that one's wheat. I should probably make all of them wheat. Yeah, I'm at least gonna make this one wheat. So I'm gonna keep the potato plot, but I'm gonna make 2 of them to be wheat. I'm so dumb. I just made all of my wheat into bread. I don't know what I was doing, but I mean, okay. I want to re-roll you. Come over here. Back over here. Oh, he's going to the blast furnace. Man, that's expensive. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go chopping down all of these trees. So we can make the wood into sticks and then sell those to a Fletcher. Oh, there's a beehive. My bad. Alright, I have all these saplings, so I'm just going to clear out a small area up here. And I'm going to plant a bunch of these saplings. So while we're here, we can have trees grow, and then we can mine them and sell them to a Fletcher for emeralds. Flint, please. There we are. Alright, y'all. So many blood, sweat, and tears later. We finally got it. Well, I'm gonna be honest, we don't got it. We barely have the 2 in there leveled up. We have 2 Fletchers. He's charging me 64. It's like he's price gouging. It's Minecraft. Stop. Why do we need to be price gouging here? And price gouging is like illegal in most circumstances in the US where I live. But yeah, we've been killing every iron golem we've been seeing to get iron to help level them up. I think like the whole village population has died out besides the 2 farmers and him. And then I made this right here. And then we bred these 2, the armor and the toolsmith, to get the Fletcher. Fletcher just grew up. He got his first trades done just a minute ago. If you see here, we have like no progress done on either of these. And the sad part is, this has taken me 2.5 hours. 2.5 long, painful hours. Oh, look on the bright side though. We got cats. I used literally every fish we had to get these cats. I bred these 2 to get that one. But yeah, that's what we've done. And let's show you a couple of the clips from the journey so far. I think he's going for the fletching table. Oh, he went for the blast furnace. Can you be a Fletcher? Thank you. Whoa, why are you chasing me? Bro! Oh, why are y'all chasing me, bro? I'm getting jumped. I'm getting jumped. I repeat, I am getting jumped. Our tree farm is rapidly growing. Now to the point where every time I look away and look back, there is a new tree grown. Oh no! Our Nautilus! Alright, let's take a trip back home. Oh, wait, what? You can do that? I just teleported. Oh my gosh, you can do that. I did not know you could do that. I won't use that though, because in my opinion, that's obviously cheating. Where is the Fletcher? Did he get unalived? Yeah, I think he's like non-existent. Ha! What? There we go. Lock him in. Okay, well, not yet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wait up, I'm sorry if I broke your eardrums just a second ago, but it had to be done. They interact with the cats. Bro, why are you just watching your fam sleep, bro? So yeah, those are all those clips. He should be done restocking now. He is. So yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing for the past 2 hours. I've been trading with villagers, trying to breed villagers, crashing out for random reasons, doing the same thing again, and then occasionally harvesting some crops to try to get these 2 villagers to breed, but they just haven't, so. Diamond axe, diamond shovel. I'm breaking one, decent. Okay, whoa, why? Okay, this makes no sense. I mean, I'll take it, but look at this. The diamond shovel is 7 emeralds. Well, we'll do its normal price, 12 emeralds. The iron shovel is 15. I mean, the enchantments are a little bit better, but... They're breeding! Finally! Oh, nope. They broke up. My bad. Oh, he's back down. Okay. What do you have for your master trade? I'm breaking 1 crossbow. Power 2, I'm breaking 2 bow. We can get our... or should be able to get our toolsmith up. Now you're out of stock and you're almost there. So I'll buy 1 shovel from you. Pickaxe for master. It's done. Breaking 1. Okay, cool. So now we have the toolsmith maxed out. And now all that's left to get is this guy maxed out. And this is the most important part. Just all the shovels just laying there. I'm just giving the villagers free stock. That's really all I'm doing. Alright, and then once we do this, we have now leveled him up. Chainmail armor. 1 emerald. Thank you. And then here's some diamond boots. Okay. Feather falling 2 is pretty good. Unbreaking 2 is pretty good also. I like those 2 from him. And we're gonna come back and do the same thing for here. How close are you? Oh, he's master. Prop 2. I like that also. Prop 1 and breaking 1. That is some pretty good armor. And just like that, we have maxed out our toolsmith, and we have maxed out our armorer. And now we have all of them maxed out, because I just maxed him out, which let him give us this tripwire trade, which we could make a tripwire duper. And then we have arrow of weakness. Let me grab these real quick, because I do not think that the bees come out when it's raining. So all the bees should be in here. Bees 2 out of 3. Bees 3 out of 3. Oh, just ripped the band-aid off. But yeah, I just added a new mod, 3D food. So rotten flesh, 3D, apples, 3D, steak, 3D. Kind of looks more like ribs, but horizontal. But yeah, just thought I'd show you that. And I finally got around to making my F3 screen better. And so now we have just those. I also couldn't figure out how to do days played. I looked and I could not find where days played was. So if you know that, let me know. But anyways. Alright, but there's no reason to wait any longer. We can go ahead and buy all of our tools and armor. Starting with our tools. Alright, and now we have 55 emeralds. We have 2 of each, so we need to get 2 more of each of those tools. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we can make both of those unbreaking. And then there goes my emerald supply. Another bee. How many beehives are we gonna get? Yeah, go restock, and I'll take those emeralds from you. Restock. Do it. And now we have a stack and 10 emeralds. Anyways, efficiency 2, so. And then now we go to the armor and not buy anything because we don't have enough to buy all 4. We need 74 emeralds. They're protecting the iron golem and be like, get away, you can't win this fight. And they would be correct.
3 hours later.
And there is a stack and 19 of emeralds. That should be plenty to do this as long as they didn't raise their prices. Which they probably did. They did slightly. But I think this should be enough. But let's find out. Helmet. Chestplate. Leggings. And boots. And now finally, we can make the advancement we just got true by covering ourselves in diamonds. There we are. Oh my goodness, this looks so sick. We can get rid of this copper stuff forever. I'm keeping the iron stuff just in case. Possible thumbnail? Maybe? You never know. Now, I would like to get a few more of these to make this feather falling 4. That would just be great. But for now, that's going to have to do. Because I've been doing this for too long. Okay, what else are we supposed to put in here? Oh yeah, we can throw out that. And we can throw out that. Don't need those any longer. Now that we got a very normal looking hotbar, let's grab our cats. You grew up here. You know the layout of the land. And you know how to protect these villagers. So I need you to stay here and guard the village. Okay? Okay. I believe in you. Let me know a name in the comments. Bro, how do y'all keep getting out? Okay, what? Like, for real. For real, though. This stables is giving me so many problems. Like, I didn't know it was possible to get out. We are going on land. It's the only one inside of that Nautilus stables. And I want to keep the numbers as even as possible. Bro, that armor bar looks so good. It's like a glimmer to it. I mean, not like an animated glimmer, but it just looks shiny. Netherite, maybe? Next episode? I don't know. How did we lose all the other cats? Okay. Bro, what? Was it in this one? How did he die here? I don't even know. Alright, well, I'm gonna obviously have to figure something else out, because our current Nautilus stable setup is obviously not working. Alright, let's get the cat in here. Come on. There you go. Oh, he's just sleeping. Alright, now 4, 4, 4, okay. 4. Now should be A8. A8. I'm breaking 3, 4, 4 again, and 8 again. But we're not done with the pickaxe because we have the Fortune 3 one we are going to put on it too. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Alright, before we do anything else, I'm going to figure something out with this. Because now we only have 2 Nautilus, and, I mean, well, that's not ideal. So yeah, I will be right back, and hopefully when I come back, I will have a solution to how to keep these guys right here safe. Okay, I'm back. I didn't experiment for too long. I tried 2 different things. The second thing worked. So we need 1 slab. No, sorry, we need 2 slabs. And then we need 2 stairs. So basically what happens is they get here and then they get stuck, and that's how they get out sometimes. And right here, you can't breathe because of the fence. So it's a pretty simple fix. So we break that, then we place this here backwards so they can't use the stairs to get out. And if I'm being honest, this kind of looks better like this than it did before. But then that leaves one problem. That problem is if we ride our Nautilus and we try to get in or out, this happens. We can still get out, but we take suffocating damage first. So yeah, that's not ideal, obviously. For a good, proper, functioning build, that's not ideal. But we can do something to fix that. We start off by... and we line it up with this. We put a slab here and here, and then here. The second stair we were supposed to get should have went right there. But now with that, we solved both of our problems. We can go up here, and we can go through there, and just like that, it's all good to go. To my knowledge, Nautilus can't die like that, and they can't get out. Hold up, waterlog that to make that look better. But yeah, there's that, and it kind of gives it more curve too. I think it looks about the same. It looks slightly different, but it doesn't look worse or better, I don't think, so. Okay, let me get these out. And then we put that right there. We put this one right there. And we put these last 2 slabs right there. There we are. Nautilus stables are fixed. Wait. We can finally build the Nautilus stables over there at the Mushroom Island. We have Silk Touch now. So we can build it now. Alright, what I'm going to do now, though, is we're going to grab our bed. And we are going to go find a warm ocean. Because I want to get some more pufferfish in the Nautilus stables. Because now that it's finally fixed. And I also saw that there is a buried treasure in this area. 9-9. Is that the thing? Chunk relative? 9-9? Oh! Oh, it works! Oh! Look at that. I totally forgot about that. And I made sure I used the lovely research app of ChatGPT to see where pufferfish could spawn. And apparently they can spawn in lukewarm, warm, and coral reefs. Lukewarm or warm oceans. Is that a pufferfish? Got it. But anyways, I'm trying to find a coral reef because fish spawn more often in more dense groups in coral reefs, and that includes pufferfish. I want to keep going till I'm in a warm ocean. I know there's a tiny warm ocean from looking at Chunk Base. I'm also keeping an eye on the journey map to see if there's any pufferfish. Here's the warm ocean. And here's the desert, by the way. I think this is a coral reef right here. It is. We are in a coral reef now. Pufferfish. I see you, buddy. Where are you going? Come on, you can't escape this. Come on. There we go. I love how it looks like that. Is that the 3D food mod? I think it is. Hold up. Can you sleep underwater in Java? I feel like you can, right? It is a thing. Alright, well, I'm going to continue hunting pufferfish for a little bit, and I will see you when I am done. Okay, I might have got a little carried away. It was a little too fun for me killing that many pufferfish, but, yeah. Hey, but look on the bright side, though. We found an outpost. Oh my goodness, it's a new mob. I have not seen the camel husk. Camel? No. It's not the camel husk, is it? Zombie camel? I don't know what it's called, I'm gonna be honest. But this is the first time I've seen it in-game. But yes, outposts. And I also found a shipwreck. It's somewhere over here, I think. Yeah, right here. This shipwreck. I got all this loot from. Golden Nautilus armor. This. I don't need it and I won't use it, but I grabbed it just in case I want to like display it in the world somewhere at some point. And then paper. But other than this, nothing really to note. There's one more thing I want to try to find in this coral reef. And that's a coral zombie nautilus. I really want to try to find one of those because they're the coolest looking nautilus. You can't tell me the coral zombie nautilus is not really cool. Okay, you're not riding a nautilus. Alright, I did not find a zombie nautilus. And I'm pretty sure they only spawn at night. So we can go ahead and head back to our house. Okay, first things first. Let's put up all of this stuff. And we're designating another chest down here. This top one. This one is going to be mob drops. Looks like we got some company. Easy peasy. There's a whole pack of them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if these guys die, I might legitimately quit Minecraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 is good. Okay, I'm finally going to take this off the beach. We're going to put it in here. And then now that we have those, we can head to the village to get some more nautilus. Oh no. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Oh no. Oof. No. No trident? No, okay. New mod alert. Changes this back to the normal Minecraft video settings. Because when you have shader packs and other stuff like this, for some reason it just changes it completely. So I added this now. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I know it wasn't the shortest of videos, but that just shows that you're a real one if you stayed for this whole entire video. If you got any more ideas for what I could do in this series, I have some ideas, but I'd always love to hear what you guys have to say about the series and any ideas you may have. So yeah, I thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in episode 6.